In these last few weeks since celebrating Christmas, we've been looking at some of the things that God wants us to do and wants to see in us as we await the second coming of Jesus. And we find some of those things in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23. You are probably familiar with these verses as they are a list of the fruit of the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. And as we are living here in this place, in this time where God has planted us, in a sense, we are to exhibit the fruit of the Spirit. Sometimes we get the impression that being a Christian means that I have prayed a prayer, so I have a relationship with Jesus, so I'm going to heaven, and what happens between that prayer and when I die or Jesus comes doesn't matter. But that's not Christianity. That is not what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Being a follower of Jesus means that day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, we are walking with the Spirit. That means that when we are faced with a situation where we have the option to be kind or unkind, we listen to that voice of the Spirit, that check in our own spirits that says, watch your words right now. When we have the opportunity to do good to someone or to pass by, we listen to that voice of the Spirit. We listen to that nudge that says, you can meet this need. And we meet that need. When we are inclined to lose our temper, we listen to that voice of the Spirit that says, you can have self-control right now. What you're going to do or say is not in keeping with walking with the Spirit. Those choices are so fast, but there is always time. There's always that opportunity to make a choice to walk in the Spirit rather than walk in the flesh. And so I would encourage you today to think about how you live each day. Are you sort of on autopilot between Sundays and what is said in this book, what we're taught, what we might discuss in our life groups? Really, it's nice, but it doesn't have an impact. Or are you attempting, by the grace of God, to walk each day in the fruit of the Spirit so that others would see Christ in us even as we wait for him to return?